Hello everybody, today we're going to be looking at Goodman Games Yearbook number 8, The Year That Shall Not Be Named. Ooh. So this book came out in 2000, Dungeon Crawl Classics, where it has the base game, Lankmar, and Mutant Crawl Classics in here. We're not going to talk about this year too much. It was an interesting year. It was a transition year for Goodman Games, and this yearbook is a story all on its own. As such, we have a bunch of cool stuff in here. We have a little Russ Nicholson interview, which I think is very nice to have. It's nice to see some of the early luminaries of the field and their art right here. I mean, look how cool that is. Oh, Russ did such good work. We lost him a little while back, sadly. So in here we also have the monster fumble chart, which is kind of cool to have when monsters roll a 1. I think this should be in the main game, but I understand why it's not, because there's so many pages already in the main book. So you have humanoids. So hopefully, like, maybe in the next annual this is in there, because it's just cool having the undead, the giant, the monsters, the elemental fumble charts. So it's kind of fun to see. Then they give additional mighty deeds, which are kind of really cool. Bewilder and backstab, which is kind of fun when you have like a thief and a fighter working together. Back-to-back badasses, back-to-back fighting. I got you, bro. So you're helping other people out. Launch ally, increase critical, really cool stuff. Then they also added additional like dwarven runes, which are kind of fun to see if you wanted to really expand dwarves and how cool dwarves are, you can. They also did a really good, interesting vampire section here. So Stoker and vampires. Stoker and vampires? So yeah, you bring Bram Stoker's Dracula to DCC RPG. So this is really cool if you want to have a really very cool antagonist to your adventure. I think this is a great place to look. Then you have some Dying Wishes, which I believe is a really interesting for arcane healing. So if you want to heal people with magic, well, here you go. You have to deal with all the consequences of that. You have a really cool short story in the front, and what the healing will consist of. Then you have a bunch of great pictures of all the things that happened in 2019 and 2000 something. So you have the Cyclops Con, you have DCC Days Online, you got Hall of Legends, which is great. Some fun things. You also have all the lucky award winners that kick butt. And then finally we have the Dungeon Crawl Classics, The Deadly Hands of DCC. If you want more, Kung Fu action or Shaolin or something, I don't know, Wushu, really cool things. I think all these are great villains and stuff like that. So yeah, that's not too bad. Then you have some glaive expectations from Michael Curtis. So you have magical, the spinny glaive thing from Kroll. So if you want that, here you go. That's in here. The ziggurat that never was. So they tried to build a special ziggurat, but it just didn't work out. So they just made a cool ziggurat instead. Then you also have some really cool interviews on the original adventures reincarnated. Barrier Peaks, and let's see, Future That Never Was, Converting Adventures, The Lost Cities. Both of those adventures are no longer in print. So if you have those, you're very lucky. Lots of cool people that worked with the Goodman Games over the years. Overall, this yearbook, number 8, is a pretty cool yearbook. It's not my favorite, but I think there's a lot of good things in here, and I really feel it's worth your time if you like the idea of having a few of those things. I would say the Monster Fumble Table is probably the thing that gets the most use from this one. And yeah, you should check out the other yearbooks that Goodman Games made, or Gen Con books, as they used to be known as. So yeah, this is a really cool one.